Greetings and welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to talk about Conrail, computers, and leather jackets. So, not everything about Conrail was bad. There was some good and some ugly. When Conrail began in 1976, it had an almost impossible task to build a profitable corporation from the ashes of 5 bankrupt railroads. Knowing Conrail was coming, each fallen flag railroad had deferred maintenance on its rolling stock and its track, so Conrail had its work cut out for it. For employees, the ugly started immediately after takeover. The payroll department fell apart. Payday became mystery day. We never knew how much we would get paid or if we would get a paycheck at all. This went on for months and it was unnerving. Then there was the locomotive fleet. Out of the 5,000 engines Conrail inherited, 775 were pure junk and could not be saved. Our mechanical forces did what they could, but they were overwhelmed. Conrail never did get locomotive maintenance ironed out. Through the life of the railroad, we were lucky to have an accurate working speedometer. Or if the speedometer worked, then the gauge light might be out. Many locomotive cabs were drafty and cold. Windshield wipers frequently did not work properly. You were fortunate to have working sanders. I remember once reading Conrail's vice president of mechanical bragging about the excellent condition of Conrail power. I emailed him with an invitation to ride my engines anytime to experience excellence firsthand. He didn't answer or show up. As Conrail trimmed its system, many employees had to travel or relocate for work. In New Jersey, we had employees from Pennsylvania, New York, and Ohio working with us. Some workers had to move more than once. The railroad hired third-party efficiency experts and assigned one expert to each assignment. The experts wrote down everything each crew member did. We were told using these experts would not result in job losses. After the efficiency experts left, we went from 4 crew members to just 2. In 1977, there were 94,600 employees. In 1998, there were 19,600. A reduction of 79%. Instead of relaxing its heavy-handed discipline policy and giving the employees a decent wage, the railroad started a labor management project as a slick attempt to co-opt the unions. The railroad trained new employees as locomotive engineers, only to have many of them quit once they were federally licensed and go to work for passenger railroads like Metro-North. It took Conrail years to figure this out, and finally the railroad required new employees to sign an agreement to reimburse the railroad for their engineer training if they quit. One of the best things Conrail did for its employees was to implement a computer purchase program. The railroad provided an interest-free loan to buy a computer from one of its vendors, and the loan payments came out of your paycheck. That's how I bought my first computer, way back when the operating system was DOS. Another positive for Conrail was its internal email system. We could access it from work or home, and it allowed us to contact any other Conrail employee in the system. The best part was that you could delete any email you sent before it was read. So if you emailed the president of Conrail, which was possible, you could delete the message if he hadn't read it. The email system was temporarily suspended when we went on strike. Conrail became profitable in 1981, but they did it by shrinking operations and selling off some of the most valuable real estate in the Northeast. Also, employees gave up pay raises to help the railroad's bottom line. When Conrail was sold in 1999, senior management walked away with multi-million-dollar golden parachutes. Conrail's chairman, David Levan, got a $22 million severance. The employees got a plaque and an imitation leather jacket. Take care and put some sand down.